Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. We're going to out-volume each other. I'm TK. This is Dr. Romansky. Macy behind the camera.
Good morning.
Good morning. This has turned into a good morning show. Good morning, Seattle.
It's also turned into a good morning show. I think it's a pretty good morning show.
I feel like we're doing it's good.
Yeah.
Morning show.
Yeah.
It's good.
Got my my cuppa over here.
Cuppa. You got your floral tie on?
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on floral?
Listen,
I know that you have them.
I had to hustle this morning. It was a little dim in the closet.
You're looking shabby. No, I'm just kidding. You're looking fantastic.
I pulled this out, and yeah, it's got flowers on it. It's the first time I've ever worn a floral tie
In your life?
in my life. I've worn some paisley print ties when I was a young man.
It is a younger look.
Never floral.
Why did you have this tie and have never worn it?
Well, it was purchased for our family. It was on clearance, and it was
Welcome to
just
dad life. Yeah.
my lovely wife picked it up, and it was
That's
something
great.
that I could wear,
It's looking
maybe
good.
my son could wear,
It's looking good.
and so yeah, I think I'm pretty confident. I think I'm pretty comfortable in
Yeah.
my manhood still.
Yeah. Sure. You
You
don't
know?
see a lot of women wearing the floral print tie. It's a man's world. The flower.
I would say even in our very fluid world,
Our fluid moment.
tie on a lady is still
It's not,
rare. That's the
it's
qualifier
on the
I would
right
use.
side of the bell curve. Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Women have to be very careful with floral prints
Yeah.
generally,
Yeah.
because sometimes
That's
those floral prints can be,
Too loud.
very bold.
Yeah.
Very bold.
We have our sons in the shop today.
We do.
Both
we
of
do.
us. They're out there grinding through
They
data.
are doing some work for us, some data crunching work for us.
Love it.
Mm-hmm.
Macy suggested that we trick our audience by putting them in our seats.
Yeah, that would have been fun.
That would have been pretty great because your son looks almost like you, like just almost exactly like you.
You know what I've noticed about our sons is they basically have the same haircut. It's that
That's
close on the
moment.
sides with I call it a poof.
It's a poof. I can't criticize
I'm gonna-
anything.
Audience. I can't stand it. I don't
You
like
don't-
it. No,
you-
I don't like
Wow,
the poof.
hot
No.
take. Hot take.
Hot
Why-
take.
what would you
as
have
Macy
them do?
says. I'm egotistical,
Yeah.
so as you know,
Yeah. As we know.
I would like a comb over, just a classic comb over, like how I wear my hair. It's never gone out of style. It's never going to go out of style.
Hair doesn't go out of style.
Hot take.
Hot take is you can
Hair
do anything
hair
with
doesn't
that.
go out of style.
Hair doesn't go out of style.
If I would have known that they would have been here, I would have made you guys dress them up like you, with ties and everything, the comb over, whatever you do, and then I would have them sit down, and I would
have the
I would
Douglas
turn the
mug
show on.
and be like, hot take
Over everything that
over
they say.
everything. Clearance, coupons,
Coupons.
raising children.
Oh, life is hard.
Life is hard.
And then you'd have them talk about us, right?
No, I
they
would
would
have
dish
them-
on us.
Be you. Or actually, no, yes, I would. Because I feel like you guys come on sometimes and you're like, oh, my family did this weekend. And they would come on and be
I
like,
don't like their haircuts. That's what they would say about
Yeah.
us.
Yeah.
yeah.
Dad came down on me this weekend. Hey, speaking of this weekend, you did something I would say very daring. I would not have
When
would not have
spelunking,
done. Yeah, would not have done it.
Whoa.
you wouldn't have.
No. Mm-mm.
I don't think I would have either.
You crawled through a very small hole in the ground that you had to go into in a special, very particular way.
Yeah.
And
You had to Superman. You had to have your hands out, way out in front of you, and not trust any of your other muscles except for your fingertips.
Yeah.
It was terrible.
That
And
sounds
you-
like
I don't
an
know that
awful
I would
time.
do it again.
But then you walked around. Well, you actually said you did a lot of crawling. Yes.
Oh yeah, 6 hours of it.
6
Oh
hours
my
of crawling in a
gosh.
cavern.
Yeah, it was. You would think in a cavern it'd be all like nice and cool and everything, but it was just kind of like humid. It was just,
Humid and dark.
and damp, and yeah.
Had a flashlight on your head.
It was great. I would actually recommend this to most everybody. If you're out there and you're like, you know what, I want an adventure, I want something of a cool memory with my son
Yeah.
or your daughter, honestly, or just your buddy. Caverns of Sonora is where we were. It was great. We did the adventure tour, and it has an active part of the cave where you do not touch anything because it's so alive and delicate, and you don't mess with it. And then they have the adventure part of it, which is everything is dormant, and you can crawl through it, and you can, you go, you see a lot of different types of structures, and you get really scared because you really get stuck.
No.
I had our 22-year-old guide who she could not have weighed more than $120 was pushing on my feet trying to get me through this tiny little hole that has a very inappropriate name. The internet can't handle this name. I don't think they say bad words on the internet.
No, they don't.
And
They really try not to.
Yeah. It had a more appropriate name of the elephant's birth canal, and that's the appropriate one. And man, it was scary. But I'll tell you this: it did spawn a very good conversation with the guys in our group about confidence.
Mm-hmm.
There is a formula for what confidence is. Do you know this formula? Have I ever talked to you about this?
No.
Macy, have I ever talked to you about
I don't
this?
think so.
The formula for confidence is competency and engagement. Competency plus engagement. So you can mess with either of those sides of that variable, and it will come out as competence or confidence. So I had zero competency in this arena. And when I'm that kind of mentally freaked out, I just go head first into the thing. Like, so they're like, who wants to go first? And it'll always be me, because I'm like, I'm so, if I pause for a minute, I may not do this thing. Mm-hmm. And so I have to like bolster myself. I have
So
to
if
get
you're
my
zero,
confidence up.
you're saying if you're zero on the competence side, you just go 100% on the engagement side.
And it the outside world perceives it as confidence, but it's also like it builds confidence in yourself as well. So she was like, who wants to go first? And I was like, I do. By the way, I'm walking into this thing. I was not prepared. I did not know what I was in for. I asked the guy I was with, I was like, should I wear a hat for the sun? And he's like, we're going into a cave and you'll have a helmet with a headlamp on.
And you said, oh,
No room for a hat. I was like, right. Oh, okay. I was dressed wrongly.
Did you have what, coat and tails on?
Yep.
Tuxedo?
Top hat. It was the hat I was asking about.
Is this top hat okay? Is this going to be fine?
Yeah. She goes, who wants to go first? I was like, I do. I, of course, want to go first. Also, my son's there, so I can't, you can't show shakiness.
Right.
I didn't expect that when I thought about having kids, about you always have to be on. But I go in, and the first moments, the words, are you kidding me, come out of my mouth.
Oh.
Because I'm like this in a puddle of water.
Yeah. You told me about that. Yeah.
I don't
What a-
like that.
What a great memory, though.
That doesn't
It
sound
was
like a
so
fun time.
So the active part of the cave is the structures are still being formed, like the stalactites, the
Crystals, and
stalagmites
all
are
that,
still being
yeah.
made.
Yeah.
Okay. And did they go through all of the geology of how those are made and try to tell you some of the
They
some of
went
the
through all
science?
sorts of stuff. We didn't do the active part of the cave. We did the adventure part. But they, for what was there, they went through a lot of it. They also went through a lot of history.
Mm-hmm.
This cave was only discovered in the 40s.
Yeah, that's
It's like
amazing.
pretty new. It's this.
Because a dog ran after a fox, you told me?
Yeah, it ran after something, and it was, I think, a raccoon or
A
something. like that.
raccoon. A
Yeah.
mapacha.
And it was like this tiny little hole, and some farmer sticks his head in there and sees like 9 miles of cavern.
That's insane.
And it's kind of awesome. It's how much of this world we don't know about.
Mm.
This is like right here in Texas, a back door, and there's a giant cavern. That's just wild. So they have, the A&M is doing all sorts of studies on it. They're like looking at ground water and chemicals and how they move through things, and it was
So
wild.
Caverns of Sonora,
Caverns of Sonora,
but not
Full
in Sonora,
plug,
California,
unsponsored, unpaid for sponsorship here.
in Texas.
Yes.
Out in Hill Country,
Out
Texas.
in the hill country, yeah. It was a couple of miles or a couple hours away from where we were staying, right there on the Frio. There is, the Frio is in kind of a drought moment, but the place we were staying at has never seen drought. And so we stayed at this cabin called River Bluff Cabins, also free plug. And we sat out there. We put some chairs in the river, and it was awesome.
Just had an awesome stay.
It was fantastic.
That sounds better than being face down in a puddle in a cave. So
It was the better part of it for
you
me.
had the best
for
of both
sure.
worlds
Yeah,
this weekend.
it was great.
And it sounds better than what Macy was doing this weekend, which was moving.
Yeah.
Wah, wah. We need sound effects. Wah,
Yeah.
wah, wah.
Wah, wah, wah. We're gonna be losing Macy in a couple of weeks. So
It's a sad time.
It
around
is.
Here, guys. Yeah.
I'm sad.
Me too. Yeah, mourning the.
I'm more
the
sad
loss
than
of
you are.
College Station. Is this a competition?
Mm-hmm.
Because I can be really sad. I can get sad. I am sad. I
I
can
cried
get sadder.
this morning about it.
Me too. I cried twice.
Dang. In the you know what I was thinking about?
Please.
You know what I was thinking about? Here's another thing. Here's another thing about marketing. This is our world. Marketing is our world, right? So there is a hierarchy to marketing. We had this big conversation yesterday. A lot of what people call marketing is, and I'll use the hot word, just. It is just advertising. Talked to a client yesterday, and they were talking about how they've been looking for a marketing agency, and everybody they had talked to just wanted to sell them ads. Hey, place ads, place ads, place ads, place ads. That's what we want to do. And the reason is you can tie ads to success. You can tie your ads to effect, and it's an easier thing to look at.
The old attribution.
The old attribution holy grail.
Uh-huh.
Yep. But there is a higher level upstream of advertising. Advertising is a tactic, we would say. It's a thing, it's an activity that you would do in order to complete or gain your marketing goals. And marketing is a much higher order thing. It's a okay, we're going to run multiple campaigns. We're going to try to get this audience to engage with us. We're going to try to get this message out into the world. Those are the things that marketing does. It helps choose what campaigns you actually run and what ads you want to place out there, if at all. Marketing is more about
Strategy.
strategy, but the word strategy gets overused, in my opinion. It's like it's too easy, right? So I like to do. I had a friend who said, if you can figure out ways to use the expression, the thing when. So that's like a good lead in. So on marketing, you know the thing when they took a podunk town called Fredericksburg and made it into the wine capital of Texas. And now it is gorgeous.
Now, my wife has family from Fredericksburg, and they would challenge you
On the word
that
podunk.
it's ever been podunk.
That's
But
fair.
that being
That's
said-
fair. I'm speaking in extreme, But we drove through there, man. It's beautiful.
Yeah, it's great.
Oh my gosh. I mean,
And there are a lot of wineries there now.
and breweries
Breweries,
and
yes.
distilleries and places to eat and very.
Did you stop in
might
at
use-
the Altstadt Brewery? That
We
thing
didn't get
is
to stop, but it
palatial.
was, oh my gosh. We drove by it and we were
crazy.
all like, it was fantastic. So, you know the thing where they took a just normal Texas town that was lovely and turned it into this massive beast of a thing.
Yeah.
Is that just running ads?
No.
No, not even close. It's branding and marketing, and it's intention, and it's over time. That's the higher order of marketing. And this client that we talked to, when they went out to find that, and instead found advertising, which is I'm going to run, and a good advertising is data driven and it's purposed and has attribution and all those things. But when they went out to go find marketing but found advertising, it was very disappointing. And so to all you entrepreneurs and CEOs and titans of industry, if you're out there looking for marketing, understand what you're saying. You are asking for a higher order. I am looking for intentionality. I am looking for a larger expression of what this entity that I'm working for or at ought to be doing, versus when you run into marketing agencies and they just want to run ads. Just understand what's at play there. Ads are closer and easier to execute than it is, okay, we want to turn this whole area into a thing,
Did Ogilvy understand it that way? Did he see
100%,
himself
yes.
as because he
Yeah.
wrote on advertising and Confessions of an Advertising Man?
He did. And in that Confessions of an Advertising Man, he talks about how he refused to partake in marketing.
Frederick Ogilvy, correct? Is that the first name?
Yeah, I think so. I should say
advertising exec in mid-century America.
Yeah, he was
if people are not familiar with who
the
that is.
grandfather of the thing, right?
Yeah.
He talks about how he just wanted to do advertising. He loved data-driven advertising. They would do all sorts of surveys and customer spots checks and understand the message, and then place advertisements in mass, lots of money, and then it would result in a change, right? But he refused to touch marketing because he didn't want to. The example he used, and very relevant, he didn't want to advise on the price points of the things he was selling. So, for instance, he sold, I think, Folgers coffee. He never wanted to think about should it be $1.50 or $2. That's part of marketing because you're pricing it to find your market.
Mm-hmm.
So marketing even touches your price points. He didn't want to advise on that. He wanted a clean product that was just good to go, and he would advertise it. So that was, and
He knew what the price point was, but it was set by somebody else.
yeah, exactly. And he didn't want to advise on it. He didn't want to help in the business. He didn't want to. He didn't want to tell people who their customer was. He wanted to say, okay, this is the price point, and this is your customer. Let me go get them. That's advertisement.
But we have been involved in all of those kinds of discussions.
We have. I mean, we've named companies. We've been part of, okay, this is who your customer really could be. This is what you should be thinking about. This is, we're a little bit higher upstream.
Especially because we have such an emphasis on a brand-led kind of emphasis.
Yeah, we talk about brand-led because when you get confused and befuddled in the chaos of life and business, it's good to fall back on your brand.
Kind of your core.
Yeah, your
center
core.
that you fall back
The
on.
nucleus.
Yes.
Yeah. That's the history lesson for today.
It was the education and the editorial piece almost.
All up in there.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Macy,
My favorite time of day on Tuesdays.
on Tuesdays. The favorite 10, 15 minutes of the week, right here.
All right, you guys ready?
Just purified joy.
I think this is a really fun game.
I always get a little nervous
No.
right now.
It might be a little bit
Last time you had us
but-
have stick index cards
Yeah, I was
on
going
our
to say, we had
forehead.
paper on our foreheads last week.
We looked foolish.
I looked incredible.
We
It was one of the
looked
most
so-
foolish I've ever looked on film.
Well, today you don't have any
Not me.
paper on your heads.
Well, I mean, I might look worse today. I've got a floral tie on.
No. Floral tie, you're killing it today. Okay, this game is... I'm going to describe a plot, and you're going to guess the movie.
Oh, this is going to be way too easy.
I don't know. Well, some of them kind of are easy.
Are you trying to trick us? Are you trying to obfuscate?
I'm always trying to stump you guys.
Okay.
Are these largely Gen Y movies that we have no chance of knowing?
They're classics.
Is
Okay.
the only answer Twilight?
For all of them, yes.
For all the
You guessed
questions?
it. Actually, you already won.
Twilight 1, 2, or 3.
All of them are superhero movies.
First one, I think you might get.
Are we
Which
in
is-
competition with each other?
Nah, it'll be a friendly game.
Okay.
Okay.
Would
This
you
one-
like to place substantial monies on this?
Yeah.
Because I'm
let's-
feeling very confident.
Yeah,
about
let's
this.
gamble on this Tuesday morning.
Okay. Yeah, we can.
So what are you? What's
Want
the
to do an
competition?
over-under?
How do you do this?
How many questions are there?
I mean, however many we have time for. There's quite a few, but what if it's like whoever answers first? You get the
Oh,
point.
buzzers.
Brr.
Okay.
Okay.
We should not do money.
Meh.
This is live, so
I don't know if I can
Texas
calculate the
alcohol
points.
and firearms would.
Oh, I have a
True.
paper
ATF would be
and
upset.
and a pad back here. I'll do that. Okay.
For our FBI agents who are listening to this,
First
we're
one.
not gambling.
Gonna come through the
sirs
door,
and ma'ams.
First plot.
especially
Family-
those lambs.
Family issues lead to a fight over who gets to keep the glowing sticks.
Star Wars.
Nice. I knew you'd get that one. Come on.
Lightsabers. Love
Okay.
'em.
Glowing sticks.
I see where this is
I
going.
read it too literally.
I know it's kind of scary sometimes. A boat trip goes south, and the main character learns that only doors can hold one person.
Titanic.
Nice.
Only
like the buzzer noise.
doors can hold one person. I didn't even hear the rest of it. All right. That was good.
Entrepreneur learns the hard way that bringing back giant reptiles might not be a good idea.
Jurassic Park.
Nice.
Golly, you're fast. All right. I got to get. Hold on. I got to.
Okay, guys,
right.
this one should be pretty easy also. I'm
All
giving
right.
you easy ones in the beginning. A computer programmer discovers that his life is just one big computer.
Matrix.
You're so good at
I
this.
like this competition.
I'm so
Okay.
glad we didn't put money on this.
Okay.
Could turn right. Could go south on me right now.
An overprotective dad crosses the ocean because his kid got lost at school.
Taken.
No.
Ooh.
Because his kid got lost at
Can
school.
we have the prompt one more time?
Here's the stump. An overprotective dad crosses the ocean because his kid got lost at school.
Nemo.
Yes.
Nice, bro.
I don't really know this movie that much, but you guys might. A man really needs a good night's sleep, but keeps getting interrupted by his coworkers.
Severance.
No.
That's a TV
The
show.
Sixth Sense.
No.
Hold on. Say
a
it one more
man
time.
really needs a good night's sleep, but keeps getting interrupted by his coworkers.
Yep. It's a really complex movie
Hmm.
that I just kept getting lost in. It was,
Inception.
yeah, couldn't keep up.
Wow. Nice call. I think it's even now. I think it's 3-3.
Yeah. Yes.
I just saw Inception for the first time like 2 weeks ago.
It's so wild.
Very good.
It is wild.
It's a pretty good movie. I don't know if you've seen
This
it.
one might be a big stump. A young prince runs away from home after a family argument, only to return and claim his throne.
Lion King.
Yes.
Oh,
Good job.
I should have known that most of Macy's picks would be Disney movies.
Okay, well, I'll take this one. 3 gunslingers compete to find a hidden treasure during a war.
Three
Three
gunslingers.
kings,
Nope.
3 gunslingers,
The 3 is the theme, kind of the title.
3 amigos.
No. Actually, that was a terrible description. Ignore me.
No, go ahead, do it again, one more time.
3 gunslingers.
3 gunslingers compete to find a hidden treasure during a war. I think it's kind of like Cowboy.
It sounds like Kelly's Heroes to me, but I'm sure that's not what it is.
Would you like the answer?
Sure.
The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly.
Such a good movie. Such a good.
I feel like we really missed
so
that
great.
one.
Such a great
No,
Western.
I think your description was
That was-
sufficient.
That's a good. I like that. That's a deep call.
Point to Macy.
Yeah, good one, Macy.
Yeah. Stumped.
We'll give some of these up to ChatGPT. Come on, I can't take all the credit here. A group of friends go on a very long hike to get rid of a piece of jewelry.
Treasure of the Sierra Madre.
Fellowship of the Ring.
What did you say?
Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, Lord of the Rings. What did you call it first?
I said Treasure of the Sierra Madre.
I've never heard of that.
I don't know that one.
It's a fantastic Humphrey Bogart movie. Black and white. Classic.
Classic.
I would expect nothing less of this answer, this moment right now.
How about a man digs a tunnel with a tiny tool to escape a building he doesn't like?
Shawshank Redemption.
Yeah, good job. Nice.
You see now, you're crushing it.
I
You're
see.
crushing it.
Who's ahead so far?
You are 1 point ahead.
1. It's close.
Seaside town's vacation is ruined by a big fish.
Jaws.
Nice.
Nice, dude.
Shark Week. It's not Shark Week, but
Is it?
I think we missed it.
I got real excited right there.
Oh, I'm sorry. A boy with a scar and a pet owl has to fight a noseless
Harry
guy.
Potter.
Nice. I mean, that was
I
kind
was
of
made for that.
Taking
one. That
over.
was-
He's taking over.
Okay. This one might also be given away. A teenager accidentally travels back in time and nearly messes up his parents'
that-
first.
Back to the Future.
I was trying to get it out.
Yes, good job. Teens fight to the death on live TV because adults have some serious problems.
Hunger Games.
was yes. I was gonna say.
Because
the thing
adults
with
have serious
Katniss.
problems.
Isn't that the main character?
Yeah.
Did you say catfish?
I said the thing with Katniss. I couldn't get out Hunger
Oh,
Games.
I thought you said the thing.
I
with
never saw it. I
catfish.
mean, I never saw the movie, but
How does the thing go?
Wait.
That was good.
Yeah, thank you. I watched that movie too many times. A group of misfits come together to stop a guy with a shiny glove from collecting colorful rocks.
isn't it
Avengers.
Yes.
like Age of?
Okay, TK's
Sorry, that was
going hard.
you have that was that comedic timing right there.
Okay, Thaddeus, come on, you got this one. A man with a talent for running accidentally influences key historical events.
Forrest Gump.
Thaddeus, I was rooting for you.
That's good.
Now I feel like I'm pulling far too ahead in
Oh,
this thing.
you are way ahead. You're way out
Okay,
in front.
there's like 5 left. Ready?
Isn't he up by like 4?
Yeah, no 5. Yeah,
5,
he's
yeah.
5 ahead. Speed round. Ready? A man reluctantly joins the family business, which just happens to involve crime.
The Godfather.
Yeah. Go Thaddeus. 4 guys start a pest
Oh,
control
man, I love
business
The
for the
Godfather.
supernatural.
Ghostbusters.
I didn't even hear this one.
4 guys start a pest control business for the supernatural.
Ghostbusters.
Yes.
Yeah, he
yes.
got that one.
Sorry, I said that while you were
Who
talking.
you gonna call?
Ghostbusters. Have
Okay.
you seen the new ones?
Oh,
Neither.
the one with the women is hilarious. I love that
Oh.
one. And Chris Hemsworth. Haha. Okay. A girl accidentally kills a woman with her house and goes on a journey to meet someone.
Wizard of Oz.
Yeah. It was
Kills
gonna.
a person with their house.
I needed it. I needed that one. I needed that one. I
I
cannot
just
win
clinched
now.
victory right there.
Okay,
Can't win.
2 left.
Can these have more points attached to them? so I can still possibly
Yeah,
win.
double or nothing on the last two.
This one's pretty long.
Okay.
A farm boy goes on an adventure to rescue his true love from a prince
Princess Bride. Phone
Wow.
boy.
with TK.
Sorry.
Wow.
Okay, I'll finish it though. A farm boy goes on an adventure to rescue his true love from a prince with serious ego issues while teaming up with a giant and a man who really wants revenge. I like
There's
that.
no way either of us would have gotten to the end of that description.
I don't think
don't know,
that word
there's-
means what you think it means.
I saw a thing. I'm going to interject one.
Yeah.
I saw a thing about somebody put up a slide yesterday in their communications course that said, "Hello, my name is Indigo Montoya. You killed my father. Prepare to die." And it said, "Confidently introduce yourself well. Give the person the person context for what it is that you're approaching them about. Manage their expectations, and tell them what you're going to do
Say
for
what
them."
you're about to do.
That's our clip.
Pretty good.
That's our promotion clip right
Yeah.
there. Okay. A man gets a crash course in economics from an angel by seeing how miserable everyone would be without him.
Oh, that's
A Wonderful Life.
Yeah, that's a tie.
pretty
Ding,
good.
ding, ding, ding. Great job, guys.
We tied. I won.
He totally won. Totally won.
TK with 11 and Thaddeus with 8.
The answers were rather generational, though. You know, I got
Yeah,
a lot of the
I
ones
feel
that I
like-
got were ones that are when I was going to the movies.
As close as you and I are in age, there is a generational split here. It's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I learned yesterday that my generation is actually called the Xennials. There's a pocket of I'm kind of X, I'm kind of millennial.
Yeah.
Anyways, that's another show.
It sounds like Elon Musk created your generation,
Oh man.
Xennials.
All my exes live in Texas.
That's
Hey,
good.
I'm gonna call it. That's our
Alright.
show.
Yeah.
Way to go. Thanks for being here.
Thanks for being here and for being with us again
Come
on
on.
Live from the Bunker.
Woo, have a good morning, guys.